Hi guys, Dinner Lady here again. Right, so what I'm doing today is some chili cheese bread. Now me and Ian were in Berwick last night. We stayed overnight in Berwick. If you want to have a look at that, head over to Betty Eats Food. It's a nice little place to walk around. We had a couple of drinks, an Indians, and a beautiful place to stay. So if you want to have a look at that. We'll go back to the chili cheese bread, so I'll just show you all the ingredients that I've got. Now this is easy again. It's just your strong white bread flour, your instant yeast, some cheese and some chilies. You do need some salt and some sugar to do this. To bloom your yeast, always bloom it first. I'm going to show you that now. So I'm just going to get everything ready and then I'll come back to you. Right guys, so I've just weighed everything out. I have 450 grams of the bread flour. I've just chopped up the red and green chilli, and we've got about 120 grams of mature cheddar there as well. So what I'm going to do first is bloom the yeast. So I've got 324 millilitres of lukewarm water, and now what I'm going to do is put a teaspoon of sugar in there. That just feeds the yeast. So I'll get that out of the way. Then we've got our easy bake yeast. Just snip that, pop in there. Now this is a no knead recipe, so you don't have to stand there and knead it for 10-15 minutes, however long you're supposed to. This one is just a dump it and let it do its own thing. So what I'm going to do is pop that to one side while I clean up a little bit, and let that bloom up. Right guys, so I'm just about to do this. As you can see, the yeast has started to work in there, so we'll just pop that to one side. Now, get my bowl and get a wooden spoon, and that's the only utensils that we need. So the first thing I'm going to do is pop the flour in there, pop the cheese in there, and the chilies, and also some salt. Now don't forget, this is mature cheddar. We like to have that extra flavour in there, so some salt. But you know, some cheeses can be, use any cheese you like, mild, you know, red Leicester, your favourite cheese, just use that. So be careful about the amount of salt you put in. It said in the recipe like 1 teaspoon, but over the time that I've actually done this, I've realised that 1 teaspoon's a bit too much. So I do a 3/4 of a teaspoon. So we just mix it, just with this part, just mix them all together. You can do this in a food processor, but to be honest, it would take longer to get the food processor out than to do this bit. And just dump your yeast and water in there. Give it a mix. I like to just use this end of the spoon to do this, because it does get a bit sticky and it's easier to remove it from there. So just keep going at it until it's all mixed in. There we go. Make sure them bits at the bottom are done. Right, so that's it guys, that's all you have to do for this one. So what we'll do is we'll, like I say, there's no knead on here, just leave that like that. I'm going to put a clean tea towel over the top and put it in my oven with just the light on, like I did with the other bread, with the focaccia, and leave that for 45 minutes. Right, so it's had its first 45 minutes. As you can see, it's rose a little bit, but not a significant amount. It looks really rough and ready. So what we'll do now is we'll get some water on our hands, and you just pull it up to the side like that. More water. Like this. And again, and then just leave that another 45 minutes back in the oven. Right, so it's been another 45 minutes and you can see how much it's actually grown there now. So you just do exactly the same, wet your hands and pull it, get it, stretch it over like that. Keep going until you can feel it starting to get a bit tighter. Just keep it going. Right, and that's another 45 minutes in the oven. Right, I'm back again. So as you can see, that has really came up a lot this time. So that was the final proof in the bowl. So what we're going to do now is put a bit of flour on here and some on my hands. The flour on my hands is just to get it out of the bowl. There we go. Oh, you can smell the chilies in that actually. A little bit more flour on the top. Then we'll just give it, just to smooth it out a little bit. Just pull it in like this. Oh, there we go. Turn it over. I was just going to make two. So what I'm going to do is, you can be all anal about it and you can measure it out or anything, but I'm just going to cut it in half. You see the air that's in that. Let's move one half to one side. Make sure you get on the flour, just a little bit more. Put that there because I want to use it anyway. And just flatten it out. Just a little bit like that. And then just get your fingers and just tuck it over. Now when you get to the bottom, you've got obviously a line there. Just pinch it together like that. So it seems like quite a long recipe this, but as you can see, you don't really do much. Right. So, that's the first one done. Onto a tray that's got some parchment paper on. And the second one will be covered in flour. But that's no hardship. There we go. Again, just tuck it over and over and over, and then once it come together, pinch it together like this. Turn it over on the same side down. Right. So that's those two on there. I'm just going to put them back in for another 30 minutes. Then we'll take them out and we'll warm the oven up and we'll get them cooked. Right guys, so after 30 minutes I took it out of the oven. Turned the oven up to start heating up. And that's what you get now. I've got a very sharp knife here. I'm just going to cut down the middle, like so, and on the other one, and we'll pop this in the oven. Just come up to temperature 180, and I'm going to check these after about 35 minutes, and then we'll have a look at them. Right, so it's had 30 minutes. It does need another 5, but what I'd actually do is, at this point, is I do have a little more cheese, and I just put that down the middle like that, and then give it another 5 minutes, let that melt on. If you're going to have cheese, in chili cheese bread, you need to have cheese in chili cheese bread. So there we go. A little bit more in the middle there. Another 5 minutes. And then it'll be all done. Very rustic, as you can see, not uniform, but you can hear lovely and crispy. 5 more minutes, and then that's it. Right guys, that's been another 5 minutes. So it's time to get them out of the oven. Look at them little babies there. Honestly, every time I make this, I'm just so surprised at how gorgeous they really are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them on this rack to cool down for about 10-15 minutes. And then we'll cut one open and we'll give it a try. Absolutely gorgeous. That. Cut halfway down there, pack it with bacon and an egg in the morning. Can't get any better than that. And to be honest, yes, it's took a couple of hours to do it, but no effort whatsoever. No kneading, just letting it do its own thing. So I'll see you in about 15-20 minutes, guys, and then we'll put some butter on it and we'll have a taste. Right guys, been about 10 minutes and we're just gonna cut a couple of bits of this bread up and we're just going to taste it. Now Ian loves the crusty bits, so I think that is going to have to be for him. You can hear the crunch on that, and just look, lovely, fluffy. Get another slice out. Right, pop that over there, and I'm going to get a little bit of butter, because remember we haven't put any fat or anything at all in this. I'm just going to place that, let the warmth of the bread, there we go, look. The crust, put it on there. Just a little bit. I mean, we do have proper butter in this house. We don't have margarine or anything. That's just our preference. I know other people like margarine or the softer butters, but we just get them. Here we go. Like I say, this with a bacon sandwich in the morning, it just wakes you right up. So I'm going to put this on a plate and we're going to have a little bit of a taste. Right, so here we go. We're just going to have a taste test. I've given you the nice crispy.
Well, ovs. I always get the crust.
Yes.
My favourite bit.
I'm just going to show you.
I already had that in my gob then.
Well, put it in your gob.
Oh, wow.
Don't you just love homemade bread?
I love that fresh out the oven softness and crispiness.
It's a nostalgia thing for me because my nana used to do it all of the time.
Yeah.
And I look like I'm pulling it apart, and I am, but I want to have.
I can remember making bread cakes and all sorts of my nana and granddad back in the day.
I want to have a bit of
Lovely.
this. I've just had a bit of the crust.
Oh.
So now I want to have a bit of this soft bit in the middle. With the chilli, and you can taste the cheese, can't you?
Cheese really, really coming along. And I've just got a little kick from the chilli.
Good.
That is so nice. Bit more butter on it for me would have been nice, but that is nice.
Tell you what, guys, like I say, it has took a couple of hours to do that, but it was so easy. There was no kneading. It was literally.
Look at that.
It was literally just time. Time for it to do what that the bread wants to do. So please give it a go. If you like this, please press like, subscribe and comment. If there's anything that you think that I should do differently, anything that you want to see, then, you know, just let us know and we'll do it. And thank you for watching. I hope you're having a really good weekend, as we've had. We've had a really good weekend, haven't we?
Yeah, certainly have.
So
We're just chilling now.
Sunday dinner tomorrow.
Watching YouTube.
Yeah. Sunday dinner tomorrow.
Couple
We're
of drinks.
thinking about doing pigs and blankets toad in the hole.
Yeah.
With some crispy roast potatoes and some vegetables. So I hope you want to have a look at that. That will probably be up on Monday. But enjoy, guys. We are.
Thanks for watching.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.